In today's video, I'm testing 3 different ways to cook jacket potatoes in the air fryer. The first method will be using a fresh baking potato and just an air fryer. The second method will be using a combination of a microwave and an air fryer together. Then finally, I will test cooking a frozen jacket potato in the air fryer. For this first method, all you need is a large baking potato, plus a little olive oil and some sea salt. So start by scrubbing the potato under some cold water and then pat it until it's completely dry. It's important to get it as dry as possible because a dry skin is going to give you a much crispier result. Next, using a fork, pierce the potato all over. This lets the steam escape during cooking, so don't skip this step. Then rub the skin with a little olive oil and sprinkle over some sea salt. The salt really helps to crisp up the skin, so you can be fairly generous with it. Next, put the potato into the air fryer basket and set the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius and the timer to 45 minutes. At around the halfway mark, turn the potato over so it browns evenly on both sides. At around 40 minutes, test it by pushing a knife into the very centre of it. If it slides in easily, it's done. If there's any resistance, give it another 5 minutes or so. How long it takes will very much depend on the size of your potato and the air fryer you're using, so it's always worth checking a few minutes before the time is up. And for the final 10 minutes, I like to turn the temperature up to 200 degrees Celsius to get an even crispier skin. When I'm happy with the result, I'll take it out, cut it open and add my topping. My go-to is grated cheese. I love it on baked potato. I then like to put the baked potato back in the air fryer for a few minutes so that the cheese can melt. And that's method 1. It's the closest way to the traditional way of cooking it in an oven, but the time is much shorter and of course it's more cost effective than turning a whole oven on. Method 2, microwave then air fryer. This second method is quicker and it's great if you're short on time, but of course if you don't have a microwave then this isn't going to be suitable for you. Again, scrub and dry your potato and pierce it all over with a fork. Then put it on a microwave safe plate and microwave on high. I'm using an 800 watt microwave for around 8 to 10 minutes, depending on the size of your potato. So if you remember, turn it over halfway through. Once it's done in the microwave, carefully remove it. It will be hot, of course. And then brush the skin with a little olive oil and sprinkle some sea salt on again. Then place it in the air fryer at 200 degrees Celsius for around 15 to 20 minutes until the skin is nice and crispy. Check on it at around 10 minutes though to make sure it isn't going too hard. I air fried this one for about 15 minutes and I probably could have taken it out after 10 minutes and it would have been crispy enough for me still. Again, you can melt the cheese in the air fryer before tucking in. So here I am again having cheese on my jacket potato. Do let me know in the comments what you put on your jacket potato because I should probably be a little bit more adventurous. So this method cuts the total cooking time right down, so probably around 20 to 25 minutes all in, and the results are still a really nice fluffy inside with a crispy skin. Method 3, frozen jacket potato. For this third method, I'm cooking a frozen jacket potato straight from the freezer. Place the potato directly into the air fryer basket. There's no preparation needed at all with this one. The packet has microwave and oven instructions. The oven says to cook it at 210 degrees Celsius for 45 to 55 minutes. So I'm going to try it at 200 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes, but I suspect it might need a little bit longer than that. Turn it over at the halfway point and at 20 minutes check to see if it's cooked through by carefully inserting a knife into the centre. It should feel soft all the way through with no hard spots. So this one is still a little bit hard in the middle, so I'm going to cook it for another 10 minutes. Cooking times can vary depending on the size of the potato and your particular air fryer, so keep an eye on it towards the end. So let me just check on this one to make sure it's soft enough in the middle. Whoops, I cut that one a bit too far, so now it's fallen apart, but you can see that it is cooked all the way through. And that's it, 3 really easy ways to cook a jacket potato in the air fryer. I hope you found this video useful. Do let me know in the comments which method you're going to try, or if you have a favourite topping for your jacket potato that you'd like to share with me to give me some inspiration. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.